So, what about you? We literally just met 30 minutes ago. This is the cool thing about like startups and startup communities is you get to grow. We got you a few behind the camera watching us, but I really do love and I want this to kind of be what Startup Vagabond is of kind of meeting more and more founders, friends of founders, and growing this community of international startup founders. So, all right, I'll stop talking.
All right.
Tell me about you, where you're from, your background, education, the whole spiel.
Hi guys, my name is Hiroyuki Kurimoto. I'm living in Japan right now, and I'm a founder and CEO of Liquitous, which is Japan-based startup regarding to municipalities administration in Japan. And we are now working with over 50 municipalities in Japan and overseas municipalities. And we are now developing our original platform regarding to citizen participation in policy making process, and we are now developing and providing our original platform to engage or empower people to participate in policy making process, like sharing their ideas or sending comments on policy drafts on one web platform. And over 50 municipalities in Japan are now using our platform to engage citizens to participate in public policy making process. And we are not only providing or developing our original platform, but also providing consultancy service to Japanese municipalities officers to support how to use our platform or to support the formulation or settlement of plans or policies of municipalities. Yeah, this is what I do in Japan.
So, okay, good. So, two things. One, let's take it a few years back. I want to know, where did you grow up? Where did you go to college? Things like that. And then I want to get back to the start.
All right. Okay, so I'm 24 years old, and I'm become 25 next month, this September. And when I was middle high school student, I was engaged in student council activities in Japanese school, and I realized that the participation in school or society is very fun and very crucial. So I was working as an election consultant after becoming 18 years old in 2018. I supported some candidates or election campaigns from 2018 to 2020. And I found that the election is important, and of course election is very crucial thing for Japanese democracy. But when it comes to thinking about student participation, election is not, how should I say, just voting in election is not enough to share citizens' voices or citizens' ideas on public policies. So I decided to shape a new mechanism to collect citizen voices or to engage citizens to share their opinions directly. So I started my own company with this in 2020, just before COVID.
Before COVID.
Before COVID.
Before COVID.
Before COVID. And
you were in college at this time.
Yeah. When I started my own company in 2020, I was university student in Tokyo, and I was studying about public policy. And of course I was working as an election consultant from 2018. That's why I could start my own company. Very complex market and very complex business. I think that
So let's dive a little bit deeper. For every country, you know, the Democratic, Republic, whatever, they all do their elections a little bit different from each other. So explain to me in just like 2 minutes, how does the election process, cycle, things work here?
all right. Almost Japanese municipalities have general election in every 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. And Japanese municipalities have two types of election. One is election of mayor or governor of prefecture, and another election is about city council or yeah, kind of parliament. So people can vote every 4 years in general, but there is only chance to share their ideas in general. Of course, Japanese municipalities have a process of public comment or kind of
Let me ask this. So in America, we have like the majority vote, the public vote that you have. I forget what it's called right now. It's majority choice, but the president isn't selected by that. They're selected by like this whole other thing called the electoral college. In a lot of cities, it's very much the who gets the most votes wins. Is that how it is here? Just more votes wins, or do you have to?
more votes win
Okay, trying to make sure
in
of that.
Japan. But I think just having opportunity of voting is not enough to express our voices or express our minds on public policy. So
You gave a really good like elevator pitch a second ago for your company. I think make sure that I'm right. I think what you're trying to focus on is since it's every 4 years, you get to vote for your city mayor and these different things. It sounds like that's the only real time that they'll listen, and hear what you're listening to. But you've created a way where
new way to
where
share
anytime,
our opinion.
if something changes. So right now, where I'm from in Houston, we just had a big hurricane and it knocked out a bunch of power. And you only really hear about it on social media. That people are, we don't have power, we don't have groceries, we don't have this, that. You kind of have to stir things up on social media. But if we had your platform, we'd be able to directly say, here are the problems we're dealing with everyone.
Yes, that's right. So municipality officers can use our platform to collect voices from citizens or share policy directly to citizens, and they can get feedback from citizens about policy draft. So I think this platform makes democracy better in Japanese society. So this is why over 50 municipalities are now using our platform. Even our platform is developed by very small tiny startup started in 2020. But many municipality officers know the good vision of civic participation. So they decided to use our platform when they from policy or new plan or doing something else regarding the policy.
Just to keep the people in their municipality in the loop, and that they can tell them their feedback on it every time. Sounds like a great way to keep democracy democratic, instead of just letting special interest groups lead everything from behind. Right. So tell me, you've got 50 municipalities. How many municipalities are there in Japan?
There is 1,721 municipalities in Japan. So there is a very huge market, I think.
But you also only started 4 years ago.
Yes.
So you made some good progress.
And in addition, very famous municipalities are using our platform, like Kyoto City or Kamakura or a part of Fukuoka City, I think. So this is very significant progress of our platform.
Yeah, you've made some great progress in the first few years. So tell me, that's where I was going with this. You've got 50 already. Where do you want to go? Obviously, you know, get as many municipalities.
Yes,
but how do you do that?
Of course, we are now focusing on Japanese market mainly, but of course we are now focusing on overseas market additionally,
Where?
like Indonesia or Philippines. I should say at Asian market. There is some competitors overseas in Europe and in Australia and in the US. So we can focus the market of Asians and Africans.
So instead of competing with European
Yes.
people who are already there, you're just focusing on a market that you know better.
Yeah.
Awesome. Makes perfect sense to me. Awesome. All right. So, heard about your startup, heard about your background. Tell me more about your community. And since, I mean, you're already in Kyoto and you're traveling all across the country, tell me more about like your startup community, your startup friends. Tell me about how they've helped you, different programs, government programs. that have helped you.
All right. When I started my own company in 2020, I felt a kind of loneliness, as Yoshi said before, and I found some accelerated program for startup community in my hometown, Yokohama.
What was the accelerated program?
Held by CEO of Liquitous
Okay, this is by the city.
and held by prefecture of Kanagawa. And I decided to join that community. And then I actually get to know each other in 2021. The communities are very helpful to get knowledge about some programs benefit from government. So you don't need to start a community. Japan is very crucial for startup founders to get comfortable, not to feel worried, getting benefit, getting very useful knowledge from the community.
I think being a startup founder is lonely. You know, it's like you're sometimes solo, sometimes you and one other person are trying to build this big thing by yourselves. So it's good to have those people around you that you can depend on, and talk to, and learn from, and like you said, learn about different opportunities that are out there, and community events, and programs, and accelerators that you just wouldn't have heard of if you were staying in your apartment by yourself.
Yeah, that's true. And I should say I was supported by prefectural government of Kanagawa, which is now providing startup communities to startup founders in Kanagawa prefecture. And I was supported by prefectural government of Kanagawa in 2021 and 2022. And I and our company working with prefectural government of Kanagawa after being supported by government to provide a partner to prefectural government.
Kind of like a perfect accelerator.
Yeah, so this is very good case of accelerated program for startup community held by government.
Perfect. All right. And a last question: where do you've been in the startup community since 2020, but since 2018 you've been very active and doing things. Where do you see the startup community like around Japan? Like where do you see it growing? And what do you think Japan might be lacking right now or need more of? Is it, like, do you see a lot of VC money coming to Japan? Do you see a lot of accelerators, or do you think there's more? So, just personal opinion. Where do you see it going, and what do you think will?
In Japan, in recent years, startup ecosystem is very focused by national government and many charities in the context of industrial policy, I think. So there are many investors regarding to accelerator programs held by municipalities and national government, I think. Um, Many people say that startup founder community is very crucial, very important, but almost community is not community. What I mean is just gathering people is not community. The essence of community is gathering people and talking to each other and sharing their opinions or ideas or very good information with each other. This is very crucial. Community is not only gathering people, but also helping each other. This is very important point. I think. So, community I belong to right now in Yokohama City or a city of Yokohama or prefecture of Nagawa is very active and very useful for me. So many startup founders are just focusing Tokyo Metropolitan Government Accelerator Program or Tokyo Metropolitan Government's program in general. But I recommend you to know about community held by prefecture government of Kanagawa.
Thank you very much, Hiro. It's been a pleasure to have you. And yeah, thank you, Yoshi, for introducing us. So I'm excited to see where your platform grows and watching it continue to grow over the next few years. Next time I come back and visit Japan, I'm excited to meet with both of you again and hear about all the growth and success that you all have. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much.